They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. It's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. The ball comes out. And the Rams have got it going away. It's costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. As he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Carry for Cam Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, McDonald. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
37-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Left side caught by Diggs.
Complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you go by the numbers, is. You'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Calling a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is McDonald. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, McDonald rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. His first carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Left side, it's Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point splits the uprights, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. McDonald. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines.
McDonald.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play action. It's McDonald. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald will be caught by the tight end, Keene. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McDonald throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. McDonald sets to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off play action. McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Akers. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake. McDonald rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Rams 17, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. He's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because for here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Colts 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do... have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. McDonald. And he's got it. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McDonald, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, every protocol you have, one pass is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16.
You're trailing, it's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McDonald flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time. And look at this, it's a fake. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards, a huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. Off-play action. McDonald. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense.